starring Lee Marvin.
Hello? Oh, Edith. Well, listen, I can't talk now. I'm on my way out. Dinner and theater with the Carters. Oh, well, I'd rather be in bed the way I feel. Well, yes, I'll call you in the morning. Uh-huh. Bye. This is Ellen Benson, 1020 Lakeview Crescent. Listen to me carefully. I'm a diabetic. I think I'm going into coma. Call my doctor. Dr. Hover, Michigan Avenue. Tell him I've taken insulin, but it doesn't seem to help. Please, hurry.
I was at the county jail interviewing a prisoner awaiting trial when I got the call from my boss. He wanted to see me about a girl who was on somebody's murder list. Somebody who was making use of her illness to kill her. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police.
Mrs. Benson's a diabetic. She needs 100 units of insulin every day. Dr. Hover said her insulin supply was filled with water.
Well, how did her druggist account for that?
He can't. And he didn't sell those bottles to Mrs. Benson.
Well, he can tell by the manufacturer's control number. This one wasn't in his inventory.
That's right. Mrs. Benson had a week in the hospital. She's home again, but I can't guarantee her safety. Now it's a police matter. That's why I've come to you with these facts. They told me downtown that M Squad would handle this discreetly.
Mrs. Benson thought she was taking insulin shots?
All the time, the adulterated shots were building up sugar in her blood to the danger point. She might have died in coma.
Doctor, how did you find out there was water in those bottles?
Well, she's a good patient. Can live to a ripe old age. She never makes mistakes on routine. I checked everything. Finally, the insulin bottle she was using. Then I found out that those three were also watered.
Mm-hmm. Where were they, in the medicine cabinet?
No, insulin's always kept in the refrigerator.
Oh, in the kitchen? Then whoever switched the bottles must have known her routine.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, it's pretty obvious that somebody wanted her dead.
With this evidence? Yes. Well, gentlemen, I've told you all I know. I'd like to leave. I have several calls to make.
All right, thank you, Doctor.
We'll certainly do everything we can.
Fine.
While we traced the manufacturer's control numbers on the insulin bottles to find out where they'd been purchased, I had a policewoman meet me at Mrs. Benson's. The wealthy girl was divorcing her husband and lived alone. Billy Rogers, her brother, also had an apartment in the same building. I learned all this when Mrs. Benson agreed to accept police protection.
Well, you've seen the refrigerator now. I must always have a supply of insulin on hand. I buy 6 bottles at a time.
Well, whoever made the substitution had to have access to the apartment.
Lieutenant Ballinger.
Well, Sergeant Conley. Have you been taken care of?
Yes, Mrs. Benson's given me a lovely room. Is there anything you want me to do now?
No, just follow instructions. And remember, while you're here, you're responsible for Mrs. Benson.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Sergeant Connolly, you don't know how relieved I am that you're here.
Mrs. Benson, I'll have to ask you to keep the sergeant's identity quiet. This includes yourself, friends, family, everybody. While she's here, she's merely your companion and nurse.
I understand.
Thank you, Miss Conley. Now, what about the keys to the apartment? Who has them?
Let's see. My maid, my brother, and the building superintendent.
And your husband?
No, he doesn't. I had the locks changed.
Oh?
It's not as bad as it sounds. It was his decision to leave. It was a friendly separation. Well, it was, but a definite one. I just didn't want him walking in and out of here.
I understand. Mrs. Benson, would you mind telling me why you and your husband separated?
There's surely you don't think that Carrie...
That wasn't my question.
All right. I have reason to believe, or I know that Carrie's interested in other women. I can't tolerate that.
Well, any woman in particular?
No. Why?
I might give her a motive.
But why? I'm going to Reno as soon as I'm able to travel. If Carrie is interested in another woman, she doesn't have to kill me to get him.
I understand. No, there's an automatic elevator in this building. You know, people can come and go as they please. Doesn't the doorman check strangers? Mrs. Benson, is something bothering you?
Well, it's hard to explain. It's just a feeling.
A feeling?
2 weeks ago, I had a feeling someone had been in here. The shelves in the refrigerator. I know them by heart, where everything goes. The milk bottle, it was on a different shelf. I put it where it belonged. Someone must have moved it. Oh, I thought that...
You thought what?
Well, I'm not sure now.
Your brother does live in the apartment building. I mean, isn't it possible that he came in and moved the milk bottle?
But Billy hadn't been here. He was in the country that day. Who was it? Who was it? I can't go on knowing that somebody wants me to die.
Look who I found in the elevator. I couldn't get it to move fast enough to get him up here. Hi.
Hello, Carrie.
Hello, Ellen. How are you feeling?
Wonderful. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, this is Lieutenant Ballinger, my husband.
How do you do?
How do you do?
And Mr. Rogers, my brother.
Army or Navy, Lieutenant?
Police.
Hey, what is it, a raid?
It's about the incident. They're investigating.
Good. Now maybe we'll get some action. I told Dr. Hover to go to the police.
I think the most important thing to do is to put someone up here with Ellen so she's not alone.
We'll do that when we think it's necessary.
Well, how long are you going to wait? Somebody got in here and tampered with Ellen's insulin supply.
How could anybody get into this apartment?
It's something I haven't mentioned before because I wasn't sure, but my key is missing. This morning I searched everywhere and it's gone.
What's the matter with you, Billy? You should have told Ellen about it immediately.
Why do you need a key to this apartment?
Oh, I can get in to take a book or raid the icebox. I don't know how long it's been missing. I always kept it in one corner of a drawer in my living room.
Well, that's what Billy said about the key. And then he told me the story all over again. Said the key even had a tag on it which identified it.
Think he wanted you to be sure to believe it?
Well, I don't know. But it does open up the angle of an outsider. Somebody who could get in and out of Ellen's apartment with a key.
Yeah. What'd you get on the husband?
Oh, nothing much. He went to New York right after they broke up. He's an executive with one of Rogers' companies. Worked his way up.
Was he in New York the day we think the insulin bottles were switched?
Yeah. He only comes to Chicago for business conferences now.
What are you doing with that hypodermic?
I was just seeing how long it takes to empty an insulin bottle and refill it with water. Because whoever wanted Ellen dead had to do it.
Say, that could have been done in the kitchen, right in the sink.
Yeah. But I don't think so. It'd take too long. Somebody could have walked in and found him or her. I think the bottles were bought and refilled someplace else.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Miss Connolly. Sergeant Connolly!
Yes, Mrs. Benson, I'm coming. What is it?
The door. Someone was in the foyer. The door opened and closed. Be careful. Please, be careful.
There's nobody out there, but the elevator's going down.
But I heard the door. I saw it move.
Yes, I believe you.
I was on my way home when I got Sergeant Connolly's call. Somebody had tried to get at Ellen again. I headed back to the apartment.
The
Party got in with a key to the new lock. It's lucky you were here, Sergeant.
I shut the hall door and locked it myself.
Could have been Benson, you know.
Well, why should he want to kill his wife? They were getting a divorce.
Ah! I told you that my sister ought to have protection. I hope that you think it's necessary now.
Yes, we do. What time did you get home?
Why?
I'll ask the questions.
I had dinner at my club, and then I played cards. When I got home, I came up to see Ellen. And that's when I found out what had happened.
Did you see Mr. Benson this evening?
No, he went to a business meeting.
Oh, will he be late?
Yes, I suppose so. Anyway, he won't come back here. He doesn't live here. Try his hotel.
He might come back. He might want to talk to his wife.
He didn't have a key. Now, may I go back and sit with my sister?
Oh, of course. Miss Connolly here will join you.
You know, old man Rogers left his kids over $1 million in trust. The survivor gets the other half.
Well, there's nothing unusual about that.
Billy Rogers is broke.
Before I left, a stakeout was fixed for inside and outside Ellen's apartment. She'd be under the eye of a detective or a policewoman around the clock. The lock on the door would be changed. We didn't have a lead of any kind. The best we could do was to put a tail on Benson and Billy Rogers for routine checking. And that paid off late the following night. Billy had gone to a certain bar where, we'd learned, he was interested in one of the entertainers. I took over to find out why a girl in that kind of a joint attracted him. How's business?
Okay. Please, Lieutenant, don't arrest none of my customers. Customer here, customer there, you make me poor man.
Oh, this is no pinch. I'm just floating.
You just missed the show, but stay for the next one.
I don't have time. I just came in to get warm.
Hey, boss man, can I skip the next show and go home early?
Sure thing, Connie. We close at 4, you quit at 4.
Ah, boss man, I'm bushed. And besides, I got a date tomorrow for lunch, and I want to make it.
Easy, don't go to bed.
Thanks.
She looks real. Where'd you find her?
She's no good. Best performer I ever get. Very popular. Now she gets married. No good.
What is the guy at the table?
He hangs around all the time. Him and his friends.
When's the wedding?
He's got to get rid of a wife first. Don't ask me how. But you know how wives is.
Did Connie tell you all this?
Sure. Could you keep a secret? Marrying $2 million?
Nobody ever gave me a chance. But if I had to kill to get $1 million, I'd keep it a secret. The search for the insulin bottles went forward. With the millions of medicine containers on sale in Chicago, we wanted to know where 3 came from so we could locate a potential killer and save Ellen Benson's life. At police headquarters, they bought my plan and kept the Patrol Bureau personnel on the search. Patrolmen and squad car teams went into every drugstore in every police district. They asked their questions in the big ones and the little ones. Then the captain called me back to M Squad. He said he turned up an angle on Carrie Benson. What's this about Benson?
Well, he's got a better reason for being a widower than a divorced man.
Oh? Something to do with his wife's will?
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Benson's lawyer couldn't say much, but he indicated that Benson was down for $100,000 if she dies now.
That's saying plenty. Well, how come she didn't change the will when they split up?
Well, it only happened 3 weeks ago. She hasn't got around to it. His motive is $400,000 smaller than her brother's, but it is a motive.
Yeah. We'd have to put him in Chicago, put him in his wife's apartment, and put those phony insulin bottles in his hand.
It's a tough one.
Let's have him, man. We wanted Billy Rogers, too, but he left his apartment and somehow lost our man who was following him. When I got back from lunch, Carrie Benson was waiting to see me.
Some of your questions are out of order, but I realize you have to ask them. But don't hold it against me if I draw the line on personal matters.
No, you've been very cooperative. Mr. Benson, were you in Chicago on the 5th of this month?
Oh, I'm not sure. I went to New York on the 2nd, after the split-up. I think I came back on the 6th or the 7th. I can check on it.
Fine. Would you mind telling us why you and your wife split up?
That is a personal matter. It's no secret. Ellen thought I was chasing other women.
Were you?
No. She's very possessive. Every time I'd say hello to another woman, it bothered Ellen.
You still in love with her?
That is personal. But the answer is yes.
Do you know anything about your wife's will?
Yes, I do.
Then you know that you're in it for $100,000.
I was. Ellen's probably changed it by now. She's very definite about this split.
Have you been in her brother's apartment since you and your wife separated?
Oh, yes, I met Ellen there for cocktails. Billy thought he could work out a reconciliation.
Would that meet with your approval?
Very much so.
Well, that's all, Mr. Benson, and thank you very much for coming.
Certainly welcome. Oh, and thank you very much for the police protection you're giving Ellen now. I appreciate it.
It's all right. You know, he could have had that key.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. What'd you pick up?
Oh, insulin bottles in the control series 321049 was shipped to that druggist.
Mr. Ralph Crane, 6324 North Haven Avenue. North Haven? Doesn't that mean anything to you?
No.
The girl in the bar?
Connie Lyman.
She lives at North Haven, 6324.
Over a drugstore. Yeah. Had access to that insulin, could have passed it on to Billy Rogers.
Now who's jumping to conclusions?
You know where we're going?
Yeah.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, Mr. Ralph Crane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm Lieutenant Fallon from the police department. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Fire laws, building code violations, parking tickets. I keep my car in the back now.
No, this has to do with insulin, factory control numbers.
Oh, that. I told your people all I know. I have the serial numbers in my stock, and I haven't sold 4 10cc bottles to any one customer.
Don't sell much of this stuff, huh?
Well, yes, but then not the brand you ask about.
Can you check your stock and make sure?
Oh, gladly. It comes 10 bottles to a carton. I have to keep the insulin in a refrigerator back here.
Do you keep that room locked at night?
Well, I suppose I should. 4 bottles of insulin are missing.
Are you sure?
I haven't sold to anyone I know. I keep my own records.
Does anybody in this building have access to that room at night?
Yes, my family live here. My wife and daughter. They help me out here. Well, not with the prescriptions, of course.
What about Connie Lyman?
Oh, she's my niece. Oh, yeah, she comes in and out here. She buys her makeup from me.
Well, does she live here?
Well, yeah. Well, what's she done? Why all these questions about Connie? She's a good girl.
Has she ever asked you about insulin?
What for? She doesn't need it. If that insulin was stolen, it was done by a diabetic, and Connie isn't that.
You know, this could tie the insulin and Billy Rogers together through the girl.
Yeah, I'll say it again. The stuff was stolen, too. You better tackle Rogers. I'll cover Connie until you get there.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Crane, we'll have to ask you not to call your niece until after we've talked to her. Thank you.
Please don't.
I headed for Billy Rogers' apartment. I wanted to see if Connie's family connection with insulin could get a reaction out of him. But he wasn't home, so I dropped in on his sister.
I'm trembling again. I'm in terror every minute. Please, tell me the truth.
Mrs. Benson, you know as much as we do.
No, it is Billy, isn't it?
We have no proof that it's anyone.
You suspect him.
Mrs. Benson, we're giving you protection.
But the way it was done, trying to make it look like it was an accident. Oh, it can't be Billy. It's got to be somebody who hates me.
Look, there's nothing to fear. There's a detective out in the hall and a policewoman staying here in the apartment with you.
But I'm so afraid.
Why do you think it's your brother?
Who else could it be? Do you think I tried to kill myself?
Of course not. Of course not. understand Mrs. Benson's reluctance to believe in her brother's guilt, but I'd seen him with a girl who had access to the insulin bottles. So I went to catch Connie at a rehearsal.
It's no good, but we try it out tonight anyway. All right, take 10. You need it. Connie, put your mind on your business. What do you think I'm paying you for?
I don't know, but you better put some money into a piano player. That one's offbeat.
Offbeat? Hey, Lieutenant, you early.
This time it's business.
The music doesn't go da-da-da, it goes da-da-da.
Say, buddy, would you mind taking a walk? I'd like to talk to the young lady in private.
Who told you you could butt in on my conversation?
I don't know whether you'd rather talk here or downtown, but either way, you better get your clothes on.
Well, wait a minute. Can't we be nice? What's the beef?
Well, I don't know, maybe something like an accessory to attempted murder.
Murder? Me?
You, and some diabetic medicine, I hear.
Well, you hear wrong. I didn't do anything.
Well, I hear that all the time. And I bet I hear it from Billy Rogers, too.
Billy? You're just fishing. You got nothing on me.
But you're not sure. Because you don't know what I know about old man Kramer's drugstore.
Where do you get this murder talk?
The insulin bottles were used in an attempt to murder Billy's sister. She can't live without insulin. You knew that.
No. No, it had nothing to do with her. Carrie told me that...
Carrie? You gave the insulin to Carrie Benson?
Mm-hmm. We couldn't find an all-night drugstore. He told me he had to have it for his friend, so I let him take it out of my uncle's stockroom. Gave me the money for it, and then I forgot to give it to my uncle.
Come on, honey, you can do better than that. Okay, when did all this happen?
One night, about 2 weeks ago, Carrie was just in from New York.
You've seen Billy since then?
Sure. Begging me to lay off Carrie, telling me I can't marry him. But look, I'm just as good as Carrie's wife, and he's going to marry me when he gets a divorce.
Now, this is all very interesting, but I wouldn't count on that.
Hi, Connie. Oh, hello, Lieutenant. What brings you down here?
I don't know, 3 bottles of insulin, all filled with water. Connie told me everything I need to know. Hold it right there, Connie.
You can't prove a thing.
You just proved it for us. All right, get an ambulance.
I've got to know sometime, so you might as well tell me. Please, don't hold back anything.
Well, it's really, quite simple. Your husband fell in love with Connie, but then he remembered your will and the $100,000.
What'll they do to him now?
He'll have to go to trial. Tampering with the insulin bottles was attempted murder.
All the time he hated me.
No, I don't think so. He wanted to marry another woman, but he didn't want to lose any money over it. That's the type of guy he was.
You've been very kind.
It wasn't very hard. Carrie Benson got 5 years. I saw him in county jail before he was shipped to Stateville prison. He confessed and admitted stealing the duplicate key to his wife's apartment. His mistake was to buck a police machine that could trace 3 bottles of insulin to him and break his nerve. Ellen and Connie have come to realize how lucky they are that Benson is out of their lives.
Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.